It's a continuation from last night. Right, how to implement boundaries and laws and some practical advices. Not only a theory, but a practical what to do, how to take action. Okay, so we're still in the list. Did you write the list that I said yesterday?
I missed it yesterday, Rob. I'm sorry. Wasn't on.
You missed it. Okay. Who was the one to write? Nobody wrote it. Okay. Okay, it's חבל. Okay. If you want to be successful with your kids, you know, you have to write things down. So we finished last night with number 11, which was if the kids getting off the bed time after time and they want to come out of the room, what are you going to do? So what did I say? Who remember at least what I said?
What's the question, Rabbi?
That you should give him some time, like put them in the bed, and if they want to come out, you give them 5 minutes to go eat or whatever they have to do and come back. And also you said to dim the lights and make it.
That was number 10. I said number 11, the kids getting
Take a
off
book
the bed.
and read.
What?
Sit next to them. You say take your book, make a
And
tea or
read.
coffee and sit next to them.
I said to sit by the opening of the room, by the
Right.
door. You sit there with the book and you say, okay, nobody is coming out. I know it takes time.
Like a
It's not-
shomer.
Yes, but as a good shomer,
Right.
it's a mission that it's not easy because you bringing something new to the house, something that I didn't see before that Ima is doing. So to let the children get used to your new rules that you're hearing every night on the class is not going to work chick-chack. You have to give it some time. But don't give up. Don't give up. If you're going to be consistent, you're going to see results. Imagine a child see Ima every night, Ima or Abba, sitting by the door with a book. Nobody can come out. How long you think it will take for them to understand that the carnival is over?
Very quickly, Rob.
Huh?
Very quickly.
That's all. So did we do it until now? No. What did we do? We screamed, we yelled, we threatened, we gave up. No more. No more. You're sitting there, forget all the work that you have. Because after a certain hours, you're not working anymore. Let the house be upside down. We don't care. Now we're going to number 12. Last night we finished with number 11. That's what I said now. Now we're moving to number 12. And number 12 is sometimes kids, there are few in one room, and one kid wants to sit with the brother, and one kid wants to sleep with the sister. They're switching all the time. You know, they can't stay in their bed. You have to teach them to stay in their bed. Don't let them sleep, not with you and not with one of the siblings. Stay in your bed, Habibi. If you want, you can give them attention in much more positive way, which is, as I said, happy hour before bed. He was with Ima by himself or by herself, which give the child the warmth that he needs and the connection that he needs. Because this is also, they trying to make a balagan. Each one wants to sleep with them on a different bed. Number 13, also very important, and I said it many times over here. Kids are not, they cannot be sleeping with their parents. What parents are doing, they let the child fall asleep on their bed and then they take them to his room. When a child coming to your bedroom, which has nothing to do there, you have to be precise and steady. You're going back to your room. There is no explanation. Because in the middle of the night, there is no time to give speeches now. A child that knocking on the door in the middle of the night, time after time after time, for a long time, it seems like it needs attention. And he didn't find any other way just to wake you up in the middle of the night. That's how bad it is. Take him back to his bed. And go sleep with him on his bed. As I said many times, not on your bed. On his bed. Now it's very important and very much recommended to finish the day with meeting with a child on a personal note which you're telling him a story, and physical contact, meaning hugging, kissing goodnight, the children will go to sleep in a very good feelings. And they're gonna get up happy to a new morning. What happened? Do we putting our children to sleep with a smile on our face? Are we singing? Are we jumping up and down? Or we are happy to get rid of them, go to bed? Say the truth. No. How do you want to put them to bed? Anybody home?
Yes,
But
Rabbi.
it depends how tired we are also.
You tired. You tired. Yeah. Now, do you want to get rid of them? Or do you want to put them to sleep with a smile, telling a story, and so on?
At the end of the day, the moms are so exhausted that they just look exhausted, and they want the kids to go to sleep, and so they can just relax. And the kids will see them in their face. Will see it in their face. But they can't help it, I think.
Rabbi, sometimes when I put them to sleep with a smile and story and give them full attention, you know what they do? They go up and down. They want to get food. They want to basically like traveling. They don't even like value my time.
So what did I say to how to stop it? What did I say last night?
It's just like it started with the masks, right?
What did I
During
say?
the COVID.
What did I say? Before you
I
put them to
forgot.
sleep, you say you have 5 minutes to take everything what you need. If you need to drink, is now. If you need to eat something, is now. Everything is now. In 5 minutes, you are in bed. And you're saying it in a very nice tone, no anger, no clue. And then, if they want to get out of the room, you're sitting by the door.
That's what I do, sitting by the door.
Rob, I feel like when we give them that when I give my kids that 5 minutes, it prolongs to like 30 minutes, not 5 minutes. So I tell them before they go to bed that if they want to do whatever they want to do, they have to take care of it now. Like I'll say bedtime is 7:30. So you have to look at the clock at 7:30. You have to take care of your needs before that.
First of all, at 7 o'clock, the kitchen is closed. The cook is not working overtime. Kitchen is closed. Zero.
Right, but if they want to drink.
They want to drink. Drink is 7:25. 7:30, forget it.
Right.
They're waiting to get into the room and then to start to annoy you.
Right.
Why are we letting it happen?
Rabbi, what about having water up by the bed?
They're going to spill it on each other. They're going to find something to do.
Okay.
What's the problem? I don't understand. What is the problem? You have a child, let's say 5, 6 years old, 7 years old. Tell him, yeah, Habibik, you see the clock? 7:30. That's it.
Is it okay for us to take away from their sleep? Let's say bedtime is 7:30 and the child decides to go to bed 20 minutes later, like at 7:50. Can I take away 20 minutes from the next day of his sleep and tell him he has to go to bed at 7:10?
No, why is he going 10 to 8?
No, he's not going to bed 10 to 8. Let's say bedtime is 7:30 and he'll come out and he'll fool around and he won't go into his bed
He's
until
not coming out anymore. He's not coming out. From now on, he's not coming out.
right, but he's not falling asleep.
To fall asleep is not in our hands already. We have to make sure that they're tired enough to go to sleep at 7:30.
So what, we should make our exercise routine before bedtime?
You know 7:30 is 7:30 and not 7:31
That's for me, but they don't get that.
because you're not implementing it.
We try our best, Rob.
Come on. When you stop everything what you're doing and you escort all the kids to their rooms in a nice way, and you told them 7:30 is time to sleep.
Or but let's say you have older children.
Oh, I'll get to it in a second. I'll get to it. But smaller kids, you have to decide for them when they go to sleep. But make sure that they're tired enough.
Right, but they usually look at the older siblings, and when they see the older siblings are still staying, they also want to stay, and they're dragging it. Even though I'll go with them upstairs to their room, like, and I'll come down, they can't fall asleep without a story or without something.
The older siblings should go to the different room. They're not involved. They have to know that there is ages different and it's not communism. Everybody is the same.
Right.
But this still needs explanation, and you have to tell the kids, when you get to this age, you also will go to sleep later on. Right
but when
now,
you have,
that's what you need.
you
Right
have
now, that's what you need.
when you have a baby, Rob, it's hard. Let's say you're putting the older kids to bed at the middle-aged kids and the baby is screaming downstairs and needs you. It's like you don't know how many pieces to pull yourself apart to.
So,
And the older ones are busy with homework, they cannot help.
okay, so since it takes two people to bring a baby, it takes two people to take care of the kids. So where is the husband?
Working.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So if the work is more important than his kids, so okay.
He tries. It's just it's very hard for him to get out of work.
When there is a will,
Also, I feel like the fact that he's not home on time is better for me because I feel like when he does come home, he's more lenient than I am. And the children, they take advantage of him and they just pounce on his head.
so
When I'm home,
everything,
I'm in command and that's it.
so everything in your house is upside down.
So meaning they have to feel
So
like
what
that.
do you
with
want
husband.
from the kids? You parents, you're not on the same page. Okay? So what do you want from the kids? The badbachtim האלה.
It's hard to find. It's hard to hear everybody's on the same page. It's not always going to be time when husband and wife are going to be on the same page.
Did I say that it's easy?
No.
Every night I'm saying it's difficult, yes. But it doesn't mean if it's difficult, we have to give up.
No, we shouldn't give up. No, that's why I'm trying, but I'm struggling for a while already.
You cannot do it on your own.
I know, Rav, I tried. I think I just have to go back to my old routine when I had a babysitter coming in the evening time and helping me.
Okay, you find a solution. We have to find a solution, but the kids has to know there is boundaries, and if not, don't blame them.
Right.
You blame the parents. They caused it, and they're gonna eat it. You're gonna eat it. Everything is costly. You have to understand that. All the kids that today have to go to therapy because the parents didn't know what they're doing, and now all the money that they think that they earning at work, now they have to spend that to give it to the professional people. So what did you gain?
Yeah, not everybody looks at it like that.
It's very obvious. It's very obvious. So now the child is lost, and now you have to pay while he was still, when he was younger, at your hands, you could have given the proper chinuch, and you will not need all that.
Meaning the child has to see both parents in it together as a team.
Somebody have to take care of them. And we have to have a priority list. I told you many, many times. I don't think that someone over here have a schedule crazier than what I have. But my kids were always, until now, number one priority. I don't care, it's a wedding, it's an Oscar, they calling me, I say, I'll see you. I can come and see people only 8:30, between 6 to 8, 6 to 8:30, not existing. Not existing. What's the big deal? That's what needs to be done. Okay. So now the child is going to school. He is already third grader, fourth grader. He's not 4 or 5 years old anymore. Yeah. So now we have to sit with the child and make an agreement. What time you think it's a proper time to send you to sleep? We're consulting with him. Usually we know that when you let the child participate, he'll surprise you. They're responsible. And they will tell you 8, 8:30, 9 is gonna be maximum, because he knows now he has a choice. You didn't do it for him now. You let him you let him be part of the decision making. We're considering his opinion.
What if he says 10 or 11?
I said, no. then we have to negotiate time with him. 10, 11, that's too late. Let's look for a different option. The child will participate. He will. Because he feels that he already, they considering his opinion, he doesn't want to lose it. So if you already, until he came to this age, he had sleeping time, which was already 7:30, was every day 7:30, it's going to be very easy to deal with him because he knows already the routines, he knows the boundaries. It's going to be very, very easy. If this is the first time, and I assume that's going to be the first time that you're making a deal with your kids, so make agreement with the child, and at the end, you tell them, we're trusting you that you're going to sleep in the right time that we decided. And you leave it like that. We trust in you. And after a week, leave it alone for 1 week. After 1 week, we're going to meet again to see if the child is fulfilling the promise that he gave us or needs improvement. Or maybe we have to change the agreement. We have to see. But during this week, you're not talking. Even if you see that he's not going to sleep on time, don't say one word. Don't say one word. Wait for the weekly meeting. Because you're trying to give the child a new system, a new routine. Don't, sit on his neck over here every second. Don't say, Chaim, it's almost 9:30. A minute passed by. Chaim, it's almost 9:30. Don't forget the promise. Chaim, it's 9:27. Chaim is 9:28. Don't do it, please. Let them take responsibility. When you're not saying anything, the child feels my parents have trust in me. And he will make any effort in order to prove himself that he is worthy to be trusted. Now 1 week passed. We're sitting and we're going to go through the past week. And we're going to summarize it. How was it? You're starting with his success. Ima, you know, I saw on Sunday, on Wednesday, and Thursday, you went to sleep in the time that we agreed upon. It's very nice. You advancing very nicely. 3 days you kept. Don't start to say, you know, Tuesday you didn't keep, Monday you didn't keep, Friday you didn't keep. Don't start like this. You start with the success. And then say where he was not able to. And give him encouragement. You say, I see, you see, if you can do it 3 days, we're sure that you can do it every day. Abba and Ima counting on you. We have a trust in you that you can do it, and we know you're gonna do it. And let's start another week. You're giving the child confidence. He's been trusted. You didn't criticize him. On the contrary, you gave him a chizuk. I see that Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you did it. Very nice of you. We know it's not easy. We know. Why shouldn't he continue doing so? Tell me one reason. Why they all the time giving us hard time? Because our approach is aggressive, impatient, and the child feel that they want to get rid of them. It's not pleasant. Who wants to go to sleep like that? I hope that you understand where all the problems are coming from. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or should I start from the beginning?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, we understand.
Huh?
I understand.
Oh, you understand?
Oh. I thought she said, can you repeat it?
I can repeat it all over again. I don't have any problem with this.
So please repeat it. I think everyone is, they're just shy to say.
Okay. Can you tell me, you know, I'm all the time talking. Now it's your time to talk. How are you putting the children to sleep every night? I'm waiting. I'm taking a break. I want to see what you have to say.
You want us to tell us the structure we have. You want us to explain like how we're going, you're sending them to bed. For example, I tell them bedtime is 8 o'clock. And I tell them, brush your teeth, get ready for bed. Is it exactly going to be 8 o'clock? No, I'll be honest with you. No, it's not. So by the time they brush their teeth, they get ready and all that, it takes time. And between 8, 8:30, I try to make sure they're in bed. But it does take a while for them to like comprehend and get themselves into bedtime mode. Let's put it this way. Sometimes it's okay, but sometimes it's not successful.
I hear. And anybody else?
Tiny Dibura by today.
I can see. They don't want to talk to me.
No, Rabbi, all the women, they already send the kids to sleep. They're very tired, Rabbi. That's what happened.
It's true, it's very exhausting. By the time you put them to sleep, you're exhausted.
Let me ask you a question. All the complaints that you're saying about your kids, did you do something to change it?
That's a good point. Change the routine if something doesn't work, right?
Even if I try to change it, it's still
Let
sometimes
me-
doesn't work.
Ask it one more time. You think all you complaining and all you saying, I'm exhausted, and that it will change the situation?
No.
So you tell me now, what action did you take until now in order to change the situation?
What action I took is I tried to do everything before, like you're saying, Rob, and make sure that they're on time to go to bed before 8 o'clock. Like I say, bedtime is 8 o'clock, so my dinner has to be 7:30. And you know, I know that I have to feed them by that time. And if it's shower time between, it has to be before. I try, you know, but the time just goes by real quickly, you understand? So
Yeah, it really does.
sometimes
Time really flies fast.
you know, this comes up,
Or you
that
start
comes up,
early. So you start earlier.
and it's very difficult. They do their
Honestly,
homework, they
like-
waste
Earlier.
time.
Bedtime routine was a piece of cake for me until I had like 5, 6 kids. Then it became like tumbling down on me. It became very hard. So
That-
now thinking I just need more hands to just get it done. I used to say stories with them at night when they would go to bed. And I used to talk to them, and now I don't always have. I wish I can do that every day with them, but not always. Like sometimes I'll put them to bed and I'll say Shema Yisrael with them, and I'll put like a shiur for them or something like that. Sometimes they fall asleep right away, and sometimes they don't.
I don't care if they're falling asleep or not. That's not my problem.
Right? You want to make sure that they don't get out of their bed, they don't get out of the room. So I tell them you have to stay in
They
your
go
room.
to
Can't come
sleep
out.
like normal people.
Right, but they keep calling me, like even if I tell them that's it, so meaning I have to stay there and I have to guard them until they fall asleep.
Yes. You're sitting by the opening and it's I'll wait.
Even if it takes up to midnight or 11.
Yes. If they have to see that what you're saying, you meaning it.
I used to do that before
Okay.
until I had
So
more
why-
kids that went down the
So
drain.
let me ask you a question. So why are you complaining if you're not doing anything to change it?
I'm
why are
not
you
complaining. I'm
complaining?
trying to think where I went wrong, where I was able to keep it together before and now I couldn't.
It's already done. That's it. The milk is already spilled. We're talking now for the future. What do you want to do?
I have to sit there, I guess, with them and I have to wait until they actually fall asleep. Because before I would just leave them, I would tell them good night, I would close the door, They would listen to their shiur, and that's it. I would go back down. You know, and I'll be busy with my baby. And then I noticed they would keep coming. They would say, I'm thirsty, I want a drink, I want this, I want that. The shiur ended, but another one.
Mm-mm.
And it's hard when you don't have so much room. Like all the boys, they sleep in the one room. 3 of my boys sleep in the same room. And
Of
the
course.
little one keeps jumping on the older one bed.
That's
And
very
then takes
good.
a turn to the other one.
That's the way it should be. All the boys should be in one room, and all the girls also
Yeah.
in a different room. And so,
Yeah, but it's hard. I noticed that when they do sleep together in the same room, that's when they bother each other and they don't fall asleep. I noticed when I
forget falling asleep. Again, I hear from you, they're not falling asleep.
yeah, but they bother each other when they're in the same room.
Because they're looking for action. Meaning they have two choices. Either they're not tired enough,
Mhm.
or they need attention, so they know how to draw your attention. They're fighting among themselves. And you're gonna come.
Mhm.
That's what you want?
No,
Okay, good. Okay. Here is what the parents are doing. You see, let me teach you something for lifetime. The complaining will not help you. The question is, something is not going well for us. Our thoughts have to be, okay, how are we going to change it? Action. People don't like to take action. You see your friend is you complaining about your kids, come and see my kids. You see this one, I can cope with my kids. You see this one, my kids, they're giving me hell. You're talking to this one, and the problem's still continuing. When you have a toothache, so you're saying to your friend, my tooth are killing me. Oh, I feel bad for you. You see that the other one, oh, don't ask, I didn't sleep all night. Oh, don't ask. Is this normal? What do you have to do? What do you have to do? Boy, are you asleep? Or I'm talking to myself? Or what?
We are listening.
I'm asking a very simple question. There's
Go
no
to
need-
dentist.
We have to change our approach.
You have to go to dentist and get it done.
Okay, that's it. By complaining or telling everybody I have a toothache, it will help you.
No, you need to take
No.
care of it.
So what did you do until now?
Nothing, only complain. We think that because we out of our hand, it's gonna help you.
That's
Rabbi, yesterday you said kids need to be tired, right? Number one, kids need to be tired for the kids to go to sleep. Okay, but what if they're not tired?
so the hour that you picked up for them is not the right hour. Either they sleeping in the afternoon, which so don't expect them to wake up at 3 o'clock and go back to bed at 7:30.
No, they're not sleeping in the afternoon. They're in school in the afternoon.
Okay,
And
good.
they
So
wake
they're
up
tired.
very early. If I
So
don't let them to, if I don't tell them to go to sleep by 8:30, if they wake up at 6:30 in the morning, then they cannot get up.
So
So how could I tell them, you know,
again,
later?
if you will implement sleeping time, let's say, for example, 8 o'clock, and it will get to routine, then everything will fall into a place. The problem is that the instructor is no good. Many times we're crossing our own rules that we implemented.
So they should be tired.
They're tired, not that they should be
They
tired.
just don't want to go to bed. They're tired, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Even when there is vacation from school, I will tell you to keep the time.
Yeah, but they
Yeah, there is no
no, they,
school tomorrow. Can we go to sleep later?
yeah.
Usually say yes, right?
Yeah, so they're like asking, oh, there's no school. Can we sleep later? Can we go to bed later?
No, so you're gonna miss the whole fun because the more you sleep, the less time you have for fun. So go to sleep on time. So you're gonna have a long day tomorrow to have some fun.
You say it's just that they should still go to bed at the same time,
Same
even if
time.
there's no.
Same time.
Mhm.
Sometimes you want to put a kid to sleep, he doesn't want. And you're saying to your husband, tomorrow you will not be able to go to school. Look, what time is it? So what's the answer? What he will tell you? Not a big deal. So one day he will lose at school. It's okay. This kind of attitude will lead you for not taking the laws of the house seriously. All this is coming because the kids see that they're not serious. Being serious mean not to stand there like the Gestapo and say, no, in a nice way. In a nice way, but firm.
They don't understand the nice way, Rabbi.
No, they understand that very well.
You're saying not to be a police, but you know, sometimes you have no choice but to be a police.
No, why? You hold the hand over here tight and you smile and say, okay, we're going to sleep. What's the big deal?
That's not always, you know, that they respond to that.
Yeah, we are emotional and our emotions get in the way. It's very hard to stay, like talk firmly to them while inside they're driving us bananas and we want to yell at them.
I know what you're saying. Wow. Can you explain me one more time? I know I asked this for many times. A Rabbi in the classroom have 20 to 25 boys. You have 2, and you're almost in LIJ. He has 25. How can he manage with it? According to you, we have to change a Rabbi every day.
They listen to the Rabbi.
Why?
They don't
Why?
listen to their mothers.
Because the mother, her rules are worthless. When the Rebbe comes with a rule, they know he's not going to do any monkey business. That's what they're looking for. Kids looking for authority, which we don't have.
No.
So we decided from time to time to say, you know what, anyway, if I'll tell him, it will not happen. Anyway, he's not going to listen to me. So let him do it. Ma? Already you surrendering yourself even before? That's a chinuch. And then the kids will take advantage and you're going to lose. They're going to mop the floor with you.
But Rob, aren't they going to listen to a Rebbe more than a mother? Because a mother is their mother. Rebbe is a stranger. You know, they know that they have to listen to a Rebbe.
No. Do you know what they're doing afternoon? To a stranger? They're driving into the walls, they're driving them. Pay attention. When the Mora is strict, they don't mess around with her. They don't mess around. They know. When she implementing rules in the classroom, they know no monkey business. When the Rebbe says rules, it's rules. But when a Mora, when they sense that she have no self-confidence and her words are worthless, you know what they're doing? They're abusing her. It can come to a point that your own kids will abuse you. Because you're weak. You lost your authority at your own home. This should never happen. If you want to know what a disaster means, that's called a disaster. When Ima losing control over the kids, so what do you expect out of them?
100% right. Yes.
What do you want from them?
Rob,
They will
when you say
never
this,
be mechunach. They will never
When you
have
say-
not even a gram of chinuch. A gram. Because there is no authority.
Rob, when you explain this to somebody, they say, they're just kids. So some people have that mindset, they're kids. When they're going to grow up, they're going to,
When they're going to grow up,
they have to
they're going to be on the street selling drugs.
right. So that's what I said to them. I
Yes.
said, if they're not listening to you when they're small, forget about when they're going to become teenagers. They're not going to listen to you at all.
These parents, they're living in a la-la land. And sometimes I say to myself, why did Hashem give them kids? Anyway, they're going to destroy them.
I know. I've been trying to figure that out for a while.
Hashem has his own cheshbonot.
Right.
I don't know what Hashem is doing. But at least we have kids.
So this type of mercy that parents have on their children, this mercy will kill the children.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's bad mercy.
It's a bad mercy. And the Gemara saying on Shaul the king, and the Gemara says, whoever is merciful in a place that he have to be cruel, he will die, he will wind up to be cruel at the place that he have to be merciful. I'm sure that many times at home when we have to be firm, we're not doing so. And in the places that we don't have to be, we're becoming like for no reason.
Very true, unfortunately.
Rob, what advice can you give to a mother that has 10 children and she's struggling all the time to put her kids to bed?
She should take a course, check what to do, and follow the instructions. For 2 years already, I'm talking. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, for 2 years. Did you change?
I told her many times to come to the chat, but she's so busy with 10 of the kids, she doesn't even have time to come to the shiur and to learn.
Don't forget one thing. When something is important, you find time for everything. We are good only when it comes to emergency case. But we don't see the chinuch of the kids as an emergency case yet. It's gonna be okay. They're still young. They'll grow out of it. You see that it's not happening. For 2 years, I'm talking. Did something in your house changed?
Yes, Rav, of course.
Yes. Of course, yes.
Yes, Rav.
Oh. So it will take a long time with patience. And you see that the kids will come to a day that all your investment was worth it. But you have to follow the instructions.
I wish I knew everything you're saying 50 years ago.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What about Friday nights, Shabbat?
Shabbat, when the Shabbat is long, yes, like now, even in the shuls now, we're making early minyan to send the parents and the kids home as early as possible. So more or less, we're going to be able to keep the time for sleep for Shabbat. You can tell them, we're going to give you half an hour on our extra time, a treat for Shabbat. So at least they know Shabbat they can enjoy also.
Okay, thank you.
So they know already the routine. When they know the routine, they will keep it.
But Rabbi, why is it important to implement the routine on Shabbat? I mean, like, we want them to sit with us. We don't want them to just go to bed.
Did you hear what you said?
On Shabbat, like, I don't pay attention to my routine because
I
they don't
was
have
asking
school the
you a
next day.
question. Did you hear what you said now?
Yeah,
We want them to sit with us. We.
like, as a family, I'm saying, like, don't you want the kids to be
How
with?
about them? How about them?
They actually don't want to go to bed. They stay up, and then
So you say. So you don't have to say anything.
until they're tired, and then I tell them, okay, it's time to go to bed.
Okay, good.
So on Shabbat, like, I don't pay attention to my
Shabbat
rules.
is a treat day.
Right. Okay.
So
Yeah.
at least they're gonna look forward for Yom Shabbat. Okay, fine. Good. But
Okay.
if this is the routine, 6 days we're sleeping on time, only Friday night we have a treat, very nice. So that's the routine.
Right. Okay. And holidays.
Yeah. Especially Pesach, make
Yeah.
sure that they're awake.
Pesach also, yeah.
So we have to start to tell them from now. You know, Pesach is your holiday for kids. We'll talk about it. Pesach is the holiday for kids only. They are the most important part of Pesach. Is our children. In Mirza Hashem, Shabbat is Rosh Chodesh, right? And we're going to have 2 weeks from then until Pesach, right? I will bring few things, how the kids are important and why they have to stay up and how to bribe them to stay up and so on and so on. And why they're so important.
Looking forward, Rav. Thank you.
Good. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Thank you, Rav.
It was
Thanks,
nice
Rabbi.
talking
Thank
to
you, Rabbi.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Digest
Good night,
everything. Try to digest it and to take actions. Have a good night.
Good night,
Thank you,
Rav.
Rabbi. Thank you.
Good night. Good night,
Good night.
Kol Thank you.